on the outside over to B for a quick plant.
Well, my clicks go live again.
The timing of the Hellstorm here if you're Vancouver, but the retake it'd be difficult, I would say, to try to blast through with this happening. The Hellstorm's in. You've got all 3 Minnesota players playing inside, and now it just comes down to the timing of when they want to try to crunch in towards Gens.
Damn, I mean,
doesn't win the first battle.
I'm over here missing Kenny have a god map.
Absolutely, and now it's just down to Neptune 1v2.
Ken, don't die, bro. He just went 11-0.
Well, you just gotta locate a one.
He just went 11-0 in SND.
Prepare
He did.
Snap through Gens. And Quavo, Kenny.
Holy shit.
That's a clean 6-0.
What a time for my power to go out, huh?
11.0 KD.
Maybe I should turn it off. Maybe ROKKR will keep winning.
Yep. It's that smile. That damn smile. That's where the trouble began. On the search and destroy. Wow, quick one here.
All right, well, we're back, chat. Sorry about that. If my power goes out again, I will not be coming back, just for the record. So if the stream turns off again,
Kenny played really well.
I'm not turning my stream back on.
Keeping Minnesota in the game longer than you may have figured, considering how it was going. So 11-0. I mean, scuff play of the game. Just send the Kenny montage, because that has to be it.
And we should have known, Alan, like right off the rip of the game, when he lines up 3 the way that he does. The first one's cool and all. The second one's great. But this snap onto a boozer is unbelievable. That just gives you full momentum, full confidence going into the rest of the
we back, mate.
Yes, you best believe.
What's good, everybody? Damn, we had like 100 people in here, too.
Previously held by attached with a 10.0.
My power and stream and stuff only goes down when I have decent viewership. It's actually insane.
I'm telling you, I kind of wanted there to be more rounds of search to see how high he could go, because he was finding, legitimately, it felt like multiple kills every single time he had a 2-piece in front of him. He was finding both.
Any new SND KD record? I mean, technically his KD was just what, infinite?
The energy that Minnesota's looking for immediately found in the rewind search and destroy.
What even is his KD?
Now we look at this series maybe a little bit differently, because the protocol
is that the most kills in a flawless though? I don't know.
To be fair, it's an interesting one just because Vancouver at one point in time would just run and gun you on this map. They've been held back just a touch overall, but it still feels like a mismatch just kind of looking at Vancouver's ability to play control compared to Minnesota's. But I don't know.
What happened? Did he not die? He went 11-0.
That could get them a chance to try to, again, keep that deficit between them and Optic a little bit closer for a spot at playoffs as we head back to the desk.
Why do they keep doing these confetti, bro? Well, what's good, everybody? Welcome back, man.
I want to know, okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm not like, I didn't star on Beautiful Mind, or I'm not a mathematics genius, but a 10 KD is 10-1, correct? Kenny went 11-0. I don't know what that is. That's like an infinite KD. Have we seen? I don't know the last time we
It
saw
was, Trey. It was.
double digits and 0.
No.
Spectrum challenge you? No. The Thunder and Lightning challenged me and turned my power off.
In the purple jersey. Take a look at the perfection from Minnesota as you blank Vancouver. Quint was freaking out when Kenny was at 9-0, and then the number kept climbing. And now you are probably the biggest Kenny stand. Formal being on front of Kenny on your.
Yeah, no, that's an infinite KD.
What are we feeling about Kenny's team as a whole?
Formal was the love of my life. Listen, this is one you were feeling.
No,
really
dead
good
ass.
for ROKKR. I think it'd be
You're a tornado watch, yeah. I think my county is. I don't think my exact like area has a tornado watch, but there's a bunch of areas near me that have one right now.
Deal with like the street side plays, and that's exactly where Kenny found openings. So am I shocked that's the case? No, but I guess I would have hoped Surge may have improved a little bit. But they just got destroyed.
Yeah, they just got.
Well, what's good, chat? Welcome back, man. Feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever, dude.
Anything, it's going to be in that rewind, just because it fits their play style really well. The Surge just found some struggle, but nobody could have seen Kenny going 11-0.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, Jason. I feel like maybe I should just turn it off so like ROKKR keep trying.
I gotta find out. I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say.
How much you have to pay for JP Pie in the face?
10-0.
Ooh.
Was 10-1 though? Was he 10-0?
I mean, 10 gifted. I'll let him pie me. I'll let. If you're not coming to the major 4, I'll let Preston pie me in the face and record it.
Let's get to it. Draw me.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. All right, so I'm gonna go back to this map number 1.
I'm back.
I would be shocked
Welcome
if
back.
we see Surge play Bolt Hardpoint ever again. They're so good at this map, and the reason being is just the decision making and the teamwork on the side of Vancouver Surge. So we're about already through most of this game. They already got about a 30-point lead here, and this was an opportunity for Minnesota ROKKR. They broke into this P1. They did the hard work. They had the spawns for the P2, and this is where it gets blown
absolutely
completely
elite.
wide open. And it's mainly off the
He
back
was
of
scrapping
Neptune
with
being that
fucking
opener.
Mickey Mouse. house.
So we're gonna open to this
Wait,
mini
you only
map.
have 25 people
We're
watching.
gonna
What
play out
happened? Did
just
your
a
stream
little
crash
bit.
or
So it's
something?
going to be
Nah.
Neptune. So you pause this, right?
No?
And you would think that the first engagement, when you go into the overhaul, you
No,
think the
my stream
first
didn't
person that's
crash.
going to get this kill is probably going to be Nasty. He's going to be that front line, or even Abuza, because he's already in a gunfight trying to push through this main entry, and it's not. It's actually going to be Neptune, who is over here. That's going to be number 4. He's going to go top hallway. Now, what is Nasty going to do? Nasty is going to go underneath into vault, and Nasty is not going to hop up. He's going to trust his teammates in this situation and wait for a pick.
Yeah, I got Rocker winning this
On
series
point.
and
He's gonna sit here.
playing
Neptune's
Optic
gonna
at the
find over
major.
here. Abuza ends
Beating
up
them,
going
top 6
low by
guarantee,
Astro.
tie points.
Nasty hops up, cleans up the rest of the kills. So already we're getting really good P1 time. And off the back of this, you would expect Vancouver Surge. Obviously, they're gonna want to push these.
That's
lanes.
the one
They're gonna
shitty
wanna
thing
go
about
for the
YouTube
cheeky
streams
spot.
is
But they
when
decide
your
instead
if your
because
stream
they
turns
already
off
have
for
such
some
a
reason,
to take their time
unless you
to
get
soak
back
this
online, I
P1
think it's
time.
within
And
5
suddenly a
minutes.
split
You have to. It's like a whole
spoiler.
new
Vancouver
stream. It's not like
gets
Twitch where
spawned,
people
but
can just refresh and
Minnesota
it's back
for sure
on.
do. They're gonna play spoiler, but what does Vancouver Surge do? First wave doesn't work out. So what are we gonna do? We're all going to.
I don't know,
group up
Skylar.
onto
That
this little
red
couple
card's a pretty
seconds
mixy
of
map.
time, and we're gonna send all of these players towards this.
Kenny
top
did go
hallway
11-0,
to try
yes.
and break over towards this P2 from the front. This is something Vancouver Surge does incredibly well over and over again.
Dang,
It's abusing
dude,
their numbers when
dang.
they have it. So playing it out on the mini map, you're gonna see number 1.
6-0.
And it's going to be Neptune once again.
Preston, I hope you're ready to
He's
film
going
some
make that
content at the
decision.
major.
We saw him instead of pushing
yeah,
the
I
same
am.
route,
We gotta
trying to
film,
go
like,
through the backside, catch
a
clear
bunch of
guard. And what is
well
so
that too,
important
but I was gonna say we
about
should film a
that
bunch of like
situation
TikTok
is that
short
Neptune,
form stuff,
instead of turning for
like
the
in the
player that
hotel or
traded
something
out
that
his
we can
teammate,
have as a
goes for the
backlog to
player
post on our
and
Around the
kill
CDL
and
channel.
trust the people behind him to
Like,
clean it up. And that allows
I don't know,
Vancouver
you and
to
Alex both build a
continuously
team or
run
something
with
like that with the
balls,
filter, and I'll
their
decide who wins the
decision-making
series,
is
something like that. I don't know, things in that style.
Vancouver's hard point is on point.
What's
What
your
do I
YouTube
think?
logo stand for? It's literally just a J.
0 under 29 and 04
Yeah,
over
wait,
28
wait,
map
wait,
4
wait,
red
wait,
card.
That was
we have to
Kenny
get to the
Search was the
end.
first flawless
I like
of
the sound
season.
of that.
So
I like the
whoever
sound of
put
that.
KD, wrong. First flawless on the year. It's not how
Nice
math
11,
works.
KD.
Why
Kenny.
doesn't
Put
it work
infinite
like that?
symbol
11,
and then put
Kenny.
God and then put Kenny.
All right, we're getting out of here. Back to the cast.
Oh, that's true. I guess it doesn't look like that.
What is happening in Columbus? What is happening in Columbus? Crazy. But hey, again, we gotta friend this up as you're
Scoot.
skirt it all you want. We are going to have at least 4 maps, and this control, I think, really.
Okay, wait. Money Hill Stats put out a whole thread. It's Surge win 3-0, 3-1. Then winners round 1 is Miami versus Minnesota, FaZe versus New York, Optic versus Ultra, Thieves versus Surge. If Surge win 3-2, it's Miami, New York, FaZe, ROKKR, Optic, Surge, Thieves, Ultra. If ROKKR win, it's Miami, New York, FaZe, Surge, Optic, ROKKR, Thieves, Ultra. So LAT plays Surge or Ultra no matter what.
Dang, now I kind of want ROKKR to win so FaZe can play Surge.
And then you play ROKKR.
Yeah.
And then you
let's
beat
go
them.
ROKKR.
I mean, listen, if you play ROKKR winners round 1 and beat them, there's no way they beat you to champs unless they like go on to like win the event or get like a
Let's
top
go
2.
ROKKR.
Definitely outslay you. You're not gonna have a good time. So this is gonna be the match, the map right here that
Force Alex to be
really
on camera.
decides
He
this entire
won't.
series. Because
No, Alex will be.
Recently, they've
You don't have a
gotten
choice.
like 2 dubs in control, but this has been.
Who
the
tweeted
moment
that?
they've been
Money Hill
struggling
Stats.
A lot. Ever since stage 3. So
Here, I'll put a link in
already
chat.
needed team to start off on the defense. The break off is always going to be the biggest start, and at least for Kenny's sake, we're
For anyone who wants to read it.
finding a lot of
Assuming he's
success on the
correct.
offensive
He probably is, but
He wants playoffs. I think that's the veterancy that you're
just know
starting to see
that just there could be a little room for error there.
Big way.
In case he's wrong.
2-0 start for Kenny. Still flawless if you combine map 2 and map 3 together at the time being. Whatever you want to call that from a KD standpoint, you can call it that. But on A, go Minnesota. Vancouver trying to play for spawn traps. Nice shots though from Espriel. Almost finds another, but the trade is out and Nero doubles down, leaving Abuza as one of the last one left. But Nasty actually spawns like right on top of him over towards that top ladder position, and that's enough for Vancouver to get the defense back into play.
Yeah, Vancouver are not going to allow throughout all the chaos, at least segments, to get away from them.
Come on, ROKKR.
Is going to get locked in for ROKKR.
Let's go, ROKKR.
We're surrounded by Vancouver.
Has there ever been a chant like that, you think, in history?
I feel like I lose no matter what.
Double second segment already.
ROKKR wins
nah,
the
nah.
game 10 points.
Listen,
ROKKR-
if you
Espriel
you
could
play
stay
ROKKR
here.
if they win this, that literally just means all
Vancouver
Optic has to
have
do is
chopped
beat
this point,
ROKKR,
and now
and
they're
there's
gonna
just
play
almost no way they make
for the
chance.
defense forward on the other side of the map, but not able to do that.
You got to
guess
put faith
so.
in your
That's gonna be
boys.
3 dead, and
True.
now you got a route for Espriel.
That would also
Really
give them their
foil
first
this
top
defense.
60
You
year.
find these 2 kills, you're
It
on the
would.
beat for some
You would play
significant
ROKKR for your
pressure,
first
and
chance to
it's
not
just
get
down
top
to
8.
Nasty, last one left, but he
Think about
clears
that.
off the zone, stays alive, finds a Semtex kill, and Vancouver will save the B point for now.
Yeah, and that's where ROKKR just kind of played a little bit more patient. Wait for Estrio, who was going
I mean, would you rather play...
right there on that bench. Just keep them sitting.
Would
on
you
the
rather
bench
play
on the tower
Toronto,
and allow your SMG
Vancouver,
to
or
create
Minnesota?
play,
Those are your
but
3 options.
You drop from the front.
Yeah, Minnesota,
Vancouver eventually
sure.
walk away
So
with
they
the
gotta win
numbers,
this
not
then.
able to stabilize on the map for a little bit.
They gotta win this
Minute
then.
and 20 to work with. You're currently down by 3 lives. Renero trying to catch the timing on the pitch.
As long as you go game 5, ROKKR won't be able to beat you anyway, because those guys can't close.
And now you've got 3 dead rather, pardon me.
And you also beat ROKKR on LAN at the last event.
Gio gonna watch the cross up top.
No, the event before that. With Skies.
Yeah, before that. Yeah. Yeah, but they didn't. They had Paul X.
That's true.
And the first one to fall. First tick done. Second on the way.
They had Paul 6.
All being thrown his direction.
They had Paul .0x.
Wait, it's 12 to 6 lives right now.
But the second tick at B is locked in.
Nice shots.
Vancouver, you can't really afford any mistakes from here on out.
Kenny's having a series right now.
Only 6 lives to your side.
He's looking out for the optic boys.
Everyone on the side of Minnesota seemingly.
He said, I'm trying to send those guys home.
No more response for Surge, and this is looking like a ROKKR round.
Yeah, very clean ROKKR.
11v2. 10v2.
On the staircase, only good for 1. And Neptune, well, he'll just
Okay.
dive on in because you don't want to give that last tick of progress in. So first offensive round successful for Minnesota with 5
ROKKR
ticks
win, who does
captured,
FaZe
a
play?
huge life lead
If
at the end of the
ROKKR
first
win,
round.
FaZe plays
ROKKR's
Surge.
shooting right now, man. Like, I don't know what it
If
is.
ROKKR win,
Like,
FaZe plays
Kenny's
Surge.
giving them life after
If
that
Surge win
destroy.
3-1, FaZe plays C9. If Surge win 3-2, FaZe play ROKKR.
Gio loves to camp to his top trips window. He loves to be the safety net. And when he needs to be the aggressor, he's also able to do it. But you dominate in the slaying in round number 1. You walk away with 5 seconds. Minnesota
The
down in the driver's
best
seat.
outcome for winners round 1 is ROKKR winning this series. Because then we get FaZe versus Surge, we get Thieves versus Ultra, and we get Optic versus ROKKR for the chance to get their first top 6. And which is
room for
also a
ROKKR
banger
then?
match for the champs matchup.
Also, that means Surge phase, dude. Like, but
Like,
does
come on.
that means LAT Ultra, doesn't it?
It does. It's the boogeyman's for both LAT
And then
and FaZe.
Miami who?
Miami C9, which is honestly could be good if C9's solid on LAN, but I still think Miami's
That's a
favorites.
pretty banger winner round. Winner round 1.
Like, I don't want to watch Miami versus ROKKR, bro, round 1. Miami's gonna 3-0 smoke those guys.
Won't be able to get out with his life, but for Vancouver, they stopped.
I mean, either way, LAT's got a hard-ass matchup, but I'd rather play Surge. I mean, honestly, if Surge win this, Surge have to win this 3-1 and LAT play them, which I'd prefer over Ultra, I think. So, let's go Surge! Yeah!
D2. Line up a couple more on the outskirts. Nasty and 04.
Wait, so...
For 2 first segments are going to be worked on, and now Estrio, your job is to work on his pitch.
If ROKKR win this, you play Ultra, right?
Yes. If Surge win 3-2, I play Ultra as well.
Oh, so...
It needs to be 3-1. Surge has to win the next 2 maps.
Second tick of progress should be good.
And then we play them.
You can rotate over quickly here if you're Vancouver. You've got 04 manipulating the spawns to push Minnesota over towards
Let's
the bottom
go
of the map.
Surge.
While you still have Nasty on the A zone by himself and Neptune
I hope
to work on
ROKKR
the
sends
first
it
tick
at
at
least
B.
to 2-1 map 5.
Can Neptune get anything done at this speed point, or at least get some
I don't.
information of how many players?
Actually, I really don't care who LAT plays. I think playing a good team's a good in the first round's a good thing for them.
Starting to come alive on 3 in a
Force them to
row.
lock in.
You need his AR to be felt on a map like Protocol. So you're halfway on the progression over towards B. You're currently up by 4 lives. You're just looking now for an opening.
Yeah, but Minnesota have created a space through the previously captured A zone to get Estriel around the back line, and the ARs for Minnesota are keeping Vancouver kind of stuck in no man's land. Neptune is kind of doing the
Man
same
and a
thing
half
Minnesota
left,
defense
5
does.
life
It's
advantage.
just
Make it
if
4.
04 can
Make it
stay
5
alive,
again.
then, no, Neptune would be called upon to find the trade. So everything kind of gets back into neutral.
I can't wait to do our
corners.
bracket
Minute 20 on the
predictions
clock,
tomorrow
5
night.
advantage though for Vancouver.
I have Optic.
Well,
Let me
get back over to B, but
text
Neptune gets
Alex
shut
now
down.
just to make sure he's able to.
Right there from Gio. I feel like
Yeah, you
without
know how
question, throughout
freaking
this entire
famous and
season,
busy
he's
he
been
is.
like one of the best ARs up close and personal versus SMGs. He just whips out those gunfights out of nowhere, and it always leaves me jaw drop. But now Minnesota have some good space to work with. You take their 3, you push them on the map, and now Surge are going to waste a lot of time to work out of their spawn because you keep on finding kills.
Yeah, Gio down to a bullet, waiting for help. It's a clean feed for Minnesota. And now Vancouver are feeling very claustrophobic.
Who was the favorite for the event, actually? I don't actually know who's... Miami?
Miami.
I don't actually know who's technically, like, the favorites. I mean, the betting odd favorites are probably Thieves, if I had to guess.
They were up 5 lives. Now they're down 10. And it's not getting any better.
Betting odds-wise, it's probably like Thieves in phase 1 and 2, maybe.
Success that they found through the previously
Yo, ROKKR's up 2-0. Hold on.
Players in for a spawn trap, and Vancouver gets stuck.
It's unbelievable how Minnesota.
Oh my God! Wait, you're one round away from playing Ultra, dude.
Oh,
but usually when
oh my God! You're one round away from playing Ultra, dude.
That's okay.
Okay, well if that's the case, then I really want to play ROKKR. I don't want to play Surge.
He's never gonna shy away from a big moment.
That's all right. We got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go talk to Joe Deceives again.
In the control, you're still up by 2 segments.
Put me on stage. I'll chow Joe Deceives. I don't care.
In that 3 p.m. slot. Yeah, he's usually gonna give you hell.
Yeah, that's so true.
When I see your face, hope it gives you
if
hell.
Minnesota can come out and win this offense, it just
Kenny's the only person to go flawless this stage in a, or this year in an SND apparently.
You look at
yeah, well, me too. I also have not died yet. Actually, one time in an SND this year.
That's true. Wait, I'm flawless as well.
Holy shit! Wait, you are.
We're kind of goated.
Between them and Optic, and a chance to also get into the winners bracket, which could be huge for their point tallies in Dallas. But still have to go up against this dangerous Surge team, who are now starting to find a more successful defensive break-off, and they've got a spawn trap in play.
And Gio's not just gonna play his life. Look how close he is towards that Hellstorm. He knows how valuable at least 1 kill can be, but overcommits onto the gunfight versus Nasty, and Nasty makes him pay for it. Now, if you're
play COD soon? Yeah, after this,
play this round with a little bit of frustration because we're down in segments. We're obviously getting outslayed, but if we can get some Hellstorms going into these next couple of rounds, it's gonna stand a better chance.
Absolutely.
Estriel's beaming.
Whoa, nice shots from Estriel.
I don't know if I can play COD after this.
Nasty with the trophy system, just trying to be the solo defender.
COD might have to be like
too many ROKKR members to deal with. So the clock will
another
pause.
time.
31 seconds on.
Lando, you want to play Splitgate after DreamHack?
Off the zone, it's going to force Kenny to have to fall out the window to get back in the point.
Splitgate 2 the weekend after, or the week after DreamHack.
You need to get some segments. You do not want to get shut out here, so thankfully Kenny's going to be thinking about
that. Ass not being serious, yeah.
Already locked.
How many players is Splitgate? Like, what can you party up with?
But now it's on Gio. If he can find a couple multi-kills in the feed.
I know, Ed. My fucking power went out. But we're back.
He stalls out time for Estriel to get into the play.
Oh!
He eventually will fall, and so does Estriel, so all of that for nothing.
Wait, Kenny, to make the play.
15 seconds left. Kenny, the last one playing forward. He's got Nasty for free, but would need more than that to get his teammates out of this mini spawn trap.
Oh my God. How do you see that guy?
Oh, that'll work. Couple of tags onto 04 deep on sidewalk.
OKC won game 7.
6.2 Minnesota.
As expected.
Hello? Keep themselves in place on the point.
Kenny makes the play. I told you.
Swap back over. Second tick looking good on A.
Oh, third one might be guaranteed because the other 2 players from Surge are already working on this deep.
Already
in a position to get back into the play.
We're gonna play Ultra.
So now an extra minute.
Why is Surge falling off? I don't know, but isn't that a good thing for you, Cohen? If you guys play Surge, wouldn't that be great?
If you're Vancouver, this is a crucial moment in the game. Thankfully, your players who are working those pitches find a couple kills. You already lead to 3. Last players in their spawn, and we now have map control again.
Think gunfight's still on the way, though. They got to read.
Damn, they're abusing Abuza.
Towards the outside at pillars. Good read from Kenny, but 04 is better on the angle. Neptune follows up. That's 3 dead for Minnesota. 12v6, 30 seconds on the clock, and Minnesota are a bit stalled out, just trying to get some feet on the ground over towards their spawn. That will open things up, but Neptune's on the finish.
One more round. One more round.
With 15 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Dude, I don't want to play any of the 3 teams that we're gonna play.
Vancouver this entire round.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Dude, if we didn't troll versus LAG, we'd probably be playing fucking C9 or somebody.
And they might be able to do something here. No,
Rocket League? I'm down to play Rocket League at some point. I love Rocket League. I'm just bad at it.
Vancouver finally put 1 on the board, but now you're down by 5 segments. You win this offense through all 6, you're going to be the team on defense.
I love Rocket League. I'm just not good.
And we'll see exactly what that.
Listen, I'm telling you, this off season when there's no COD on, or even during these breaks between, like before champs and before UWC, I'm still trying to stream, bro. So we need some games to play. So Lando, you better get your ass on. We'll force Preston to play and Alex play with us.
Looking at how Minnesota have broken off, they love to get Nero through mid and at that front.
Around the CDL takes on every game.
You can just find that long range 1v1 over towards top tower behind the B point.
Texas does, dude. I don't want us playing Toronto or Surge, so I guess I'm rooting.
You need ROKKR, bro. Come on, man. You're rooting for Ken, dude.
And yeah, that's exactly the case. Again,
you're rooting for Kenny plus Astral, Nero, and Geo. You like those guys. They follow you on Twitter.
They do.
Wait, Kenny follows you or no?
Yeah, the entire ROKKR team follows me.
Let's go.
Just this time, step up in their pacing on their approach. Because last time they wasted at least 30
Kenny don't fuck with me. It's all good.
Three-fourths of the, actually 7/8 of this lobby follow me on Twitter.
Need Nep to get 10 more kills. He could definitely get 10 more if they can extend this.
Your job is just stay alive as long as you possibly can.
Yeah, and to keep these spawners for Minnesota
there you go.
Out deep. Neptune almost. No, but gets caught on the attack.
Nasty.
Nasty thinking about the follow-up.
It's Byron Nasty.
The hefty part of an aid, and is just going to wait for his teammates to try to give him the assistance that they need. Geo able to win 1-1v.
Abusa's the one person that doesn't follow me.
Nasty, but instead he turns that into 2, almost 3. Kenny, the last one left, trying to have a little bit of an angle.
Damn,
on
you're so
Neptune.
famous.
Second tick is
Ken with 3.
Oh.
And almost gets the pistol for the full 4-man feed.
Preston has like 85% of the league following him on Twitter, chat. It's crazy.
Not quite 85. Like maybe
because this round could have got
close to 60.
out of hand.
That's pretty crazy.
With players like Kenny,
You're
Maybe
like,
close to 60.
I mean, they're like, this is the face of the green wall. I got to be on his good side. He could send them all at me.
Alright.
He's gonna take some premature shots.
Exactly. He's the Hollywood one.
Now Surge got to direct their way over towards A.
The heck of a shoulder out of Neptune. But Kenny, 25 and 20.
You're Hollywood. Alex is money bags, and I'm just a humble, chill guy.
Vancouver having a little bit of a hard time getting out of
Dude,
spawn.
you're literally Hollywood.
Now starting to get a little
We'll see at the event, I guess.
We saw last event.
No, it's a new event. You got more famous since then.
Make a decision if you're ROKKR.
Literally, people know me the least out of us 3.
No, it's definitely. They think they know Alex the least.
4 tally to their name. Abusa lines up a double. He's
That's
on 4 in a
bullshit.
row. The nade is gonna have that player weak, and now time extended, and you're up by 6 lives. But this final segment needs to be.
I mean, if Alex has his hat on, everybody knows who he is.
Vancouver's taking their time for now.
But without the hat,
not
not really that mad. I don't think that many people really know.
Big moment here. Neptune doesn't get the first look at Nero. 04 playing backstairs.
They do,
Teammates
Corey.
have
They do.
Cleared out lockers. And so now he's
This
just
looks
waiting
like
for
this
them
is
get
going to
in
go another
position
round.
To watch over the top of him so he can make the play on towards the zone. But Kenny able to step up for the first. Leads to Astral behind it, but Neptune with the win.
Okay, hold on.
Just don't get the kill.
Oh, I think they got the tick.
Get it by progression just before that dive comes in.
Wait a second.
So I believe
Are ROKKR about to throw?
Now to start this round 5
Oh
on defense.
man.
100%. They are going to be
Not like this minute choker. The Minnesota Choker are back at it again, man.
This time they said no, we're not going to allow you to take all
Abusa went from like 10 and 20 to like 24 and 26.
Now we're going to dictate to how this one is going to be played. Abusa shuts it down with a lot of successful kills over towards the B Street. SMG's continuously getting lost on the backside of tower, and Vancouver have bounced back all the way from down 0-2 to now be the team on defense going into round 5.
But will that matter after Minnesota has already shown so much success on the
We need to
attacking
lock
front?
in. We got to lock in.
This comes down to can they get it over the finish line?
Okay, yeah, we're done. We're done.
5
We're literally
ticks in
done.
the first round, winning it by.
No, it's, you know what? I saw Methods, and he was trying to take credit for picking up Merc. It was you.
With a full win on the A zone.
Listen, I tried to tell chat.
Going the way of
Optic
Minnesota
Texas
Warriors.
Burner and Caesar Season join Omid as content creators, and then you guys have this absolute gem, generational rookie fall into your lap. I feel like there's a correlation there. I think you guys should be getting credit for Optic getting Merc.
Maybe. We were on the team that, you know, he was on.
Exactly. You're like his teammate.
Even though 04 finds a kill, he should allow his teammates to still be contested here at this 8 point, but Neptune lines up.
They got him off
on the pinch, and now you're forced to hit the reset.
I'm just saying. I think there's a reason Merc's on Optic.
Don't force this because you're so close to capturing A. That third tick has been fully depleted. Vancouver come away with a couple eliminations to keep the defense playing forward. In particular, Neptune at helicopter to keep the sidewalk safe.
Geo?
He finds kills. He's immediately in position for a spawn trap.
Is number 2 top mid or is he bottom?
Gonna try to track down this player.
Oh my God, Geo snuck through number 2 bottom. Number 2 was Big Door, and he looked to the right as Geo ran in, and he didn't see him.
But now you got to get past the lines of Nasty. It was already behind enemy lines. He knows that the play is going to be over towards this 8 point. Going to run right past.
Well, the A zone is going to be capped.
Should be able to almost line up someone, but the time does get extended. Surge currently up by 1 life. They clear out 2. There's still players they unaccounted for.
Yeah, Chase is on for Geo. Pistol in hand for Neptune. Can't find
See ya.
him. Whoa.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, shit. Not like this, Neptune.
And now all of a sudden, Minnesota through the middle of the map are trying to get their way over towards
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
his teammates are bailing him out.
Defense alive is 0-4.
His teammates bailed him out. It's all good.
Oh, man, if you're Neptune, big shout out to my teammates, man, because I don't know what I was...
And then he gets team killed by Nasty the next life.
But at least...
Don't do that again. Smack on the wrist.
From my squad. Still holding down those
14v14, a minute left. Who's going to take the series lead?
To work with. You have 0-4 trying to time this
I have Surge.
I don't really think I know. I don't think I really care who wins this at this point anymore. Either way, LAT got to play a tough round one opponent.
Touches the zone.
All because we lost like fucking round 11 is super, bro.
Who's the next one to go here for Vancouver? It may have to be Nasty as there's 2 players down low. And Nero and Geo are still hanging on the B point. That's a second tick of progress that's moving very rapidly.
That's hilarious, Corey.
Back into the play,
Wait.
Finds the first. Nero pushed off the ladder.
Wait.
Kenny's seen down low.
It's Alpha.
Able to get back on, but not before that second tick gets locked in.
Wait, Nasty.
For it, and Era has gone. So now if you're the player
Abuser.
yeah, the
I don't got anything good for Neptune, unfortunately.
Now everyone is
We got Alpha, Abuser, and Nasty.
You're currently up by 3 lives. But you know, ROKKR.
Alpha is crazy.
And then you got Beans. Look at me, Beans.
And a couple of thorns in the side they need to
That's
deal
their
with
team.
first as Vancouver continue to show force.
8v5.
Side of the map.
Need someone
He just
to...
ran through the middle of the map and nobody saw him.
And his teammates are all dying anyway. Oh, piss. He gets one.
Something special here.
Oh, he's dead. Nero 1v6, I see it. Oh.
And not done yet as Vancouver have the crossfire over the top. They'll take the round 5 defense and the swing map in the series.
Ooh, that's got to be demoralizing if you're ROKKR, because the first 3 rounds are basically flawless on your end. 8 yards of kills, SMGs of slain.
Damn.
It dominated in the segment column, but Vancouver just
Damn.
They did it on their defenses.
Well, we're one map away from you playing Ultra and us playing Surge.
Fuck.
Unless ROKKR can win 2 straight.
And
then you play
ROKKR.
And we play
Vancouver. They just had Minnesota on their toes at all times.
Oh,
because they're showing presence. They're showing presence at A.
36 out of 0 36 out of near route.
On your retake. And unfortunately for them, doesn't matter if you're up 2-0, Vancouver are that squad with the teamwork that makes the dream work. They come back 3 rounds in a row and take the advantage now in the series.
Yeah, that's one of those that really does. You kind of look at it, rather, I should say, and you think that might be where the season could be determined.
Near route.
There's a map that looks like that. Now,
There's
going to be a chance here for Minnesota to still put something together at the major if this series goes, well, the way that it had been so far in the respawns. But the critical point about this series for Minnesota is not just the 10 points, but the ability to...
Who has the 4th highest KD of the season?
Bit more of a
yeah, he's an onliner.
Maybe even
Cell, Scrap, and Hydra, the only 3 ahead of him.
Yeah, but when you think about it,
the story of the year
it's actually not that impressive because how many games has he played?
And that may have come into play.
Also, first of all, Pix has the highest KD. He's a 1.19. He's number 1.
It's gonna be tough, at least if you do force it to
Kicks played 2 series, dude.
Red cards are destroyed. They just haven't been able
Hook has played 97 maps.
That's a lot.
Hydra, Scrap, and Cell have played 161 for Scrap and Hydra and 165 for Cellium.
You had a 3-3 overall record.
97 is still a lot.
So they've played 65, 70 more maps than Hook.
Like when you're fully set up, you're soaking up a lot of time here.
Hey, it's fake. That's fake. Number 4.
When they are not fully set up and
Mercury's is number 5.
Basically, never going to happen, especially versus.
And Super's number 6 if you take out Kicks, obviously, but Kicks is number 1.
But if you're Minnesota, backs against the wall, you know how desperately you need these 10 points.
Dude, it's actually crazy, bro. Kicks only played 14 maps in the CDL. Didn't it feel like he played more?
No.
Really? I felt like it felt like Kicks was here for like a couple seconds. I mean, he was here for a couple
like
seconds.
he played 14 maps in the CDL.
Damn. Oh, you were gone? I was for a sec, Abby. My power went out, but we're back.
That map, even though Kenny gives him a lifeline to continue to keep the game relatively close, but on a map like ROKKR,
The thunderstorm said, "Hey, fuck you, bitch."
And I think the thing about it is, it's going to be good fundamental Call of Duty coming out of Minnesota. You know, we've seen moments where the team will come out and they'll be down by 90 points in the first 5 hard points, and then that gap becomes too big to make up because they're so late to getting a read on what their opponent is doing or just getting themselves into a rhythm. In map 4, with the possible playoff
he ain't giving up a 4-stroke lead.
You have to come out and play fundamental.
He ain't giving up a 4-stroke lead with 3 holes left.
Second of this hard point.
Damn. 4 strokes, but he's got 3 holes.
4 strokes and 3 holes. Yeah, that guy's wet.
Yeah, what the hell?
Actually, he's been pretty dry this weekend, hence the reason he's got 4 strokes with 3 holes left.
Short of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we definitely need good fundamental caught. And what we saw in map number 1 was
he didn't get arrested. True.
On a vault hard point is
we know that Preston's the actual warlord. Yeah, that's just not true. Actually,
in that situation on a map like Red Card, you want the P3 to P4 chain. You want to be able to be that team to trap them on the backside of the staircase. Be the team initially to start off at Sage, because that's one of the most difficult hills that we have on this map to try to find breaks in, because ARs are just mowing down over the crosses, stuns and nades are getting invested, and there's a lot of car bombs on both ends.
You want to hear a fun stat? I'm just scrolling through Breaking Point. This isn't even that fun, but it's all right. Bart has not won a single first blood battle all season. So I mean, he's only played 5 SNDs, but he's died first 7 times and has not gotten a single first blood.
That's insane.
In Major 1 qualifiers.
Guess who has the lowest opening duel win percentage of people who have like actually played most of the season?
The lowest. Shotzi.
No, I think Shotzi actually has like the highest.
Oh, okay, good.
It's Kenny. He's won 38% of his opening duels.
That makes a lot of sense.
The gap between you and Optic close. And maybe
what? He's gonna get a first blood right now.
A head-to-head battle in winners round 1, if you find a way to beat this
Vancouver. This is HP, so.
Whereas for Vancouver, this is about just.
Oh yeah, this is the map 5. You're right.
Trying to put yourself in a position to be a major champion, or at least be in a.
Let's actually. I don't really know who I want to win this, bro. I actually have no idea. Let's go, somebody.
Yeah, there's getting 4 in the grand final.
Just give us a banger, honestly. I don't really care.
Is what I've been hearing around the streets, but
it's going 5, bro.
Still here to play with.
Kenny. No, listen. Okay, ROKKR hates winning on this map.
Skyler, what do you have, bro? Nero under 28 and 04 over. Or wait, Nero under 29 and 04 over 28, right?
I think he had both of them under.
I thought he had 04 over 28.
Yeah, I like that moment early.
He might have changed, but I don't know.
What their composure looks like. We lose that battle over the top of the hard point. Let's just make sure we.
ROKKR does hate winning on most maps, but dude, the amount of times ROKKR has had the advantage going into stage hill and then lost is crazy. You're under. All right, so Nero needs 20 or less, and 04 needs 29 or more.
Let's get out of there. Stay away.
Come on, Ofo.
Will be the first one in for Minnesota over.
Ofo, don't you know?
Hey, it's just tough because now Kenny, the only player that was staying alive over towards stage, he falls, and now all of ROKKR is wanting on the backside of this P2. Vancouver have stage control, they have top hedge control, and Nero simply is going to get outnumbered. The break is good enough for Surge, and now if you're ROKKR, you cannot allow this moment to start to spiral out of control.
Yeah, big life here for.
Are you ready to interview some fans at the major?
I am, yes.
You're gonna have to be on camera a lot.
That's fine. I don't mind that shit. We gotta get Alex on there.
I got a few questions written down, but I also got a bunch of like trivia written down. I think trivia videos would actually be really good. Those perform really well when it comes to like sports fans in comparison to normal questions.
Minnesota, at least in this situation, you will take it because if you're down in the final.
So you ask like 5 different people the trivia questions, or even like you can even do like groups. So you can get like people if they're there with a buddy or like a friend or 2. Ask all of them. Like as a group together. I'm sure you've seen the street interview videos like that.
Yeah.
If not, I'll send you references.
Gonna get overwhelmed. Thankfully, the trade still going down and Surge still holding.
Yeah, nice shots there from 04. Doesn't expect that there's a second player initially, but still gives Kenny a workout. Vancouver still spawning over towards garage side. Minnesota setting up over towards bus. Neptune trying to meet that resistance right at the front of it. And will get enough damage to allow his teammates to get initial trades, but Minnesota have cleared the hard point out. Nasty just trying to stay alive, wait for help, but he'll be chased down by Nero, and a chance for Minnesota to get into that.
Ooh!
Yeah, and this that situation I was talking about before the map starts. Try to trap them in the backside of this P3 hard point. Final 20 seconds. We do not want to flip, but we don't want to also give up this time for free.
This is the last. This could be the last map of online COD in Black Ops 6 right here.
Thank God.
This could be the very last map. The last series of the year has to go game 5, right? The last online series.
It doesn't.
I think it does. But I don't think it will. Cool trivia question. How many players have played in the CDL? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know what the answer is.
I know what the answer is.
What is it?
Kenny pulling some focus his direction.
103.
Minnesota
it's got to be more than that. There's no way.
And now you don't really have anyone at mid. Kenny's trying to fight that back over towards this back hedge, but Nash is going to push the issue, find the kill, and now Vancouver.
It's definitely more than that. It's got to be high hundreds.
Gotta locate where this player is camping on the
103.
bottom side. Wall bang's good enough to eventually take care of him. And Surge able to find a much needed break. Still a lot of time to fight for. 25 seconds and all the airs from Minnesota starting to set up pinches, clutching up on their one-on-ones, and this is going to be their time. A massive moment for ROKKR to take the lead by a slight margin. Oh, the wall bank good enough from Nancy to not allow him to final 10.
And that's just another moment in a long list of exhibits here from Vancouver where it's just like they should have no business.
I don't even know how I find that out. I guess I'd have to, like,
they don't just neutralize it. They still walk away with the majority of that
Sounds
time.
like
And
hell.
now look at the map. They're trying to get isolation over towards
This sounds like hell.
over towards the backside of the exec offices.
What's the ramifications? They just had to be signed to a team, or they had to actually play?
Yeah, we have BS&D control.
I don't know.
All we have to do is,
Whatever I guess we have to pick what we would do.
Over towards the top side of the head glitches. Neptune whips out an extra one. That's all
Had to play
four
match.
dead. Now we got to take a little
Yeah,
bit more
103.
space, knowing that they're all coming from SC side. P5 is usually that.
I'm trying to see if there's any way I can
even
figure this out.
There's so many quick angles for these gunfights.
Oh, Neptune on 2 in a row. Good read on the Kenny. Better shots. And Abuza makes life
I guess
easy
I'd
for
have to go
Vancouver by
count.
finding Gio inside the hard point. And 04 will run forward and again continue to find really good positive time for Vancouver. We now have Minnesota a bit trapped. Backside parking garage. Gio runs into his own Semtex.
Okay.
Neptune will drop towards outer hedges, and that's a good follow-up elimination for Minnesota to get some control around the new hill.
Yeah, early hedge control in favor of ROKKR early time.
You know, I bet you there's been a lot of people that play in the league.
By 25, you're right into this game.
In just Modern Warfare 2019, it was
having that P3
60
to P4 chain to keep you in it.
in just that 1 year.
Slowly but surely fighting your way
start.
back in. AR's dominating outskirts. It's all about the initial kill. And Neptune's able
But that's
to find it.
60.
Now you
That's
have the
60
numbers in the
unique
search
players.
Yeah, Neptune
And
knows
since
that Gio's
then,
playing.
like
Corey
5
is
years
gonna find
since
that kill
then,
as well. So again, lots of damage from
we've
his
definitely
teammates,
had a
but
lot
that
of mix and
one
match
was
and
all
different people
Neptune.
coming
4
in
a
and dipping
row.
out. And
17 and 13, 30 seconds of scrap time.
I don't know. I mean, I'll go look
Vancouver
through and count it. We can
trying
use
to
it as a
set up
trivia
to
question
receive
at the
this
major.
next
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
while not giving away
Start
the lead.
counting? You want me to count? I can actually start counting.
No, I can do it. You don't gotta do it now. It's gonna take a minute. Especially because you can't get duplicates and stuff.
Sets up his teammate for it. Vancouver walking away with a lot of time here at P1, and if you're ROKKR, you obviously don't want to give this up, but you don't have an opportunity to even contest this. Now off the rotation over towards New, you have 2 players who spawn out. Vancouver are already aware of it. They're going to continuously run up the score.
Yeah, and while they're running it up, a perfect time for us to see how they're going to come through this moment. As Abuza's on 3 in a row, and we head to
Also, what's good, Jeffrey? How we doing?
We are good, guys, okay? I start mid, under left, start, one here. Time is low, guys, Nero. Yo, H shoot, one shot, guys. Yeah, H shoot me. Okay, lay down. Two, one go up. Make it, two close. Hide for it. One more, me. One more, nice, H1 is 2, guys. After H2, get out of please.
That's what we get.
Nice. Mid on me, Gio, it's S2, Gio.
One more stage.
Sidewalk. Time dead.
Good time.
I got 2 in all, okay? He's not 10 goal on time.
Mid door and stage.
I'm going top right, give me 1 sec.
I'm going long.
Yeah,
good
take
mid
your
door.
time.
He's on me.
One mid door.
Nero, one shot, left corner.
Yeah.
Mid door still.
I don't
I'm one shot.
That would be MW2 Skyler.
Yo, one more seat.
So if it was 76 from MW2, then
Wow, maybe it's not as many as I think.
103. Well, you gotta think the amount of people that have been recycled.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but
Nice front.
actually, you might be kind of on point. If it was 60
I
in
know
the
I
first,
am.
if it was 60 in the first year, and there was 10 rookies a year, or like 10
You're at
new
100.
players a year, you're at 100.
That's where I got my number. That's exactly the way I thought. I'm not even kidding. That's the exact way I thought about it. And
Yeah,
I just
Marky
threw
B
it
would
back.
count because he played.
One shot left. Front door. One's H1 stairs. H1 stairs. Trust me, he's gonna scam.
I don't see him. I'm shot. One ball, he's on you. Gio, he's on time now.
Okay. One.
Thank you, nice.
One more H1 stairs.
You're still on shot.
This is a big hill for ROKKR. They gotta hold this. They gotta hold this real bad.
Go all the way.
Don't see anything?
I got you.
Yeah, that's just MW2. So it cuts off at MW2, so we have to count MW3 in this year. And it's at 76. Oh, they're definitely, I don't think there's 27.
They might not even be at 100.
High. Yeah.
I'm actually surprised.
One shot, blue top.
No, ROKKR, you gotta hold this. Gio's gotta go huge. I mean, Neptune's killing his teammates off spawn. Geo's cooked. Yeah, this is GG.
One issue and then 2 H1. Pick a side, pick a side. Yeah, I'm playing it too. Behind the 10 B double play down here. One is good. 2B, bro. Enemy coming. I'm leaving. Let's go B20. Okay, we're good.
What do we got?
That's fine. I'm gonna
25-point game-ish, going to P5.
Bunker's here.
Yeah, but they gotta go huge.
Just about a 20-point game, but hey, we talked about this quite a bit, Jay, in map number 1.
And everyone's dying. Escho's being left out to dry.
So good about understanding that they've lost that moment and they got to play for the next one.
Oh no, they're falling apart.
Chalk it. We're gonna have to go through mid, and Nasty even quarterback's exactly where they want to go. It's just such heads-up gameplay, and all 4 players are buying into it.
Yeah, it's beautiful on the side of Surge, but it's also beautiful on the side of ROKKR for a team who really couldn't find a lot of success on breaking into some of these hills. They have been able to find breaks to keep themselves into this game. Still only down by 30, but Surge dominate the kill feed. Final 25 seconds here at the P5. Geo gonna try to make a run for it, but once those 2 players falls, Surge is gonna only grow the lead by a little more.
Oh, and that's again good damage from 04. Makes life easy from his teammates. 13 seconds of scrap time, and Minnesota are going to have to chalk this and try to rotate over through hedges to get a look over the top of P1. It's going to have to be a desperate effort, though. With Neptune
I mean, this guy's just blending them.
4 in a row, 35 and 24.
Be a 40 bomb from Nep.
Weapons 04 clears
It
off
did,
stage,
Gabe. My power went out.
Minnesota trying to play the long routes have been stifled, and Vancouver have gone from scrap time on the last hill to initial on the new.
And now they only need 25 seconds to close out this game and close out this series. Our final online qualifier.
This is going to be it, man. Unless ROKKR can do what Ultra did to Surge on this map yesterday.
Dominating the kill feed. They're able to flip all of Surge over towards Eski's side, and now they're just banking on 04 to get something done on his play, but Kenny's aware of it. ROKKR still hold.
And Nero and Geo in a pretty decent spot to contest against any routes from this window position, but instead, all 3 will fall, and it's another moment where Vancouver just don't panic. They don't get anxious. They make the right read. They make the right call.
Hey, your shit hit.
And it leads to another beautiful.
Yeah, as long as Nero doesn't get like 7 more kills.
I told you, I got you, bro.
Hill, but Neptune's already working on new. While Abuza says,
bro, ROKKR have won every rotation. They can't fucking get a kill.
Vancouver have an advantage over the top P2.
And now you're just banking on what Kenny can get done over to stage. Just don't allow them to
oh my god.
Here, but Kenny
oh my.
Be the deciding factor. He's at least able to find one. Abuza's not giving them an angle.
They put him in the back.
Kenny finds a double and ROKKR find the
Can they hold him through the front?
Oh my god, there's a way they win this.
Can they hold him through the front?
Our Surge gonna bottle another.
But Surge are taking routes though. They're not over challenge. They're taking some routes, which is smart.
Watching over towards mid. Kenny watching the opposite cross from backside arches. He's in trouble, but he's again killing.
They're getting all the kills. There's one. That's it. Wait.
Able to contest, but Nero there for
number 4 is out. Number 4 is
Nero,
out.
stop getting kills. Nero, stop getting kills.
And Minnesota still have the superior positions.
Yeah, and already thinking about rotation over towards new. They no longer know that we can't lose here at P2. We had to start thinking about
shit off for the L.
They just got yep. They just then they're spawning in the back. Nero has to go massive. Nero has to go massive, and he's dead. That's GG.
And he just got shit on for the L.
Game. That's game, man.
After the series he just got shit on for the loss.
GG, bro. ROKKR, we'll see you fudging later.
Abuza cleans that up, and the last hit from backside stairs won't get there in time.
All right, Optic versus Ultra, LAT versus Surge.
Miami versus Minnesota, and FaZe versus C9.
Unbelievable series between both of these squads, man. If only ROKKR could have showed a little bit more life early into these hard points, or a lot more success in their setups, because they did what they needed to do. Trapped them on the end of the P3s, over towards the P4s, but the P5 truly were the difference makers in this game, because even though Vancouver found themselves early off the rotation for a majority of them, it's just when we got to like that 30-second mark remaining.
Wow, okay, chat, that's it. Online Call of Duty is done for Black Ops 6. 40 out of Neptune, by the way.
Trying to play catch up, but when you're not.
Online Call of Duty is done for Black Ops 6, man. That's it. It's over. It's over. Let me see this bracket, bro.
Take down this Surge squad. You're going into DreamHack down 40, and that is our final.
Let me see this bracket.
40 and 29. 15 assists, 31 non-traded for Neptune. He's picking up the AR when he needs to and still getting it done with the SMG as you would expect. And you see that late run by Minnesota, down 217 to 165 after having nothing go their way on P4. Make a dramatic effort at it, just cannot get through the leader's advantage that Vancouver were able to establish. And it just feels like, again, you look in the middle of that game flow, it's just, again, 40 for 20s, 40 for 20s.
Wow.
Vancouver just keep growing narrow leads here and there throughout critical moments in the hard point, and it's just too much for Minnesota to overcome.
Give me the bracket, dude. Give me the bracket so we can start theory crafting what we think could happen.
They have always felt like one of the teams that's best at knowing, let's not do something stupid. We lost this moment. Let's play for the next one. And it worked out a number of times, not just in map 1, but also there in map 4. But that closes things out for our online qualifiers. DreamHack next as we finish
off. Oh, chat.
I like that one.
That's it. Online's done. We still have 3 more events, which is very, very exciting over the next 2 months. But wow, dude, it's over.
Sunday, dude. It's not about me.
No, it's all about you. It's all about you, and it's all about Kenny, because Kenny put up the infinite KD.
It's all about Kenny. He just lost.
That gets the dub.
His best series maybe of the year. Unfortunately, it doesn't turn into a win for Vancouver.
That was the bracket. It's not out yet. No one's
All
posted
right,
a bracket
on the
yet.
bright side, do we play Surge round 1? Yes. But or Ultra round 1? Yes. But
Rocker's best mode is hardpoint.
Yeah.
That should solidify our chance qualification.
You're making chance.
It would be a catastrophic breakdown out of Optic and unbelievable ice out of Rocker.
It was solidified months ago, or like a month ago.
Opportunity to put themselves not only back into the game, but to take the lead.
The 30-point lead, there's just no way.
Absolutely untradeable. If you're side Minnesota Rocker, you're feeling the pain there.
I'm waiting for someone to post the bracket. Usually CDL Intel will slap one of those up there before the official CDL will.
Their ground for Minnesota, but you kept both Estriel and Nero at -10 and -11. Is that credit to the Surge's communication, the ARs watching over everybody, or the front line?
Could be like a map thing too. It's red card, which you're going to see like 3-4 ARs at a lot. So your sub players kind of turn into AR players on a lot of these hard points is maybe part of it, or just a little bit of an off game. I think that's been a problem for this Rocker team. I think you just kind of know where you're going to get Kenny. A great series is awesome, but like Estriel and Nero.
There's the standings for the season.
Takeover, or if it's going to be a bad performance.
A 40-point gap for Optic in the 8th seed.
40 points back of Optic Texas going into Major 4, and you are going to see Vancouver Surge just 10 points back of Toronto Ultra after their dub tonight. To talk about that, we have Abuza joining us in the Monster Winner Spotlight. Abuza, congrats on a win, a shaky search and destroy, but outside of that, you guys
if Optic win winners round 1 and Breach go out top 12, is Optic 7?
Yeah, for sure. we bounced back the
yes.
We were done like 0-2.
You get 30 points, I think.
And we came back, so that was.
How many points back for you?
Very strong.
I guess I want to ask you though about the rewind. I don't want to focus on the negative because you just won, but like that was a problem for you guys the last major too, like against Thieves. And a lot of the problems it felt like developed street side on rewind. It was like Scrap finding openings, Hydra finding openings. Here, Kenny obviously goes 11-0, and I know that's kind of your responsibility to some degree. You're that guy that plays outer and is like as good as you are at dealership and locking down a lane. It feels like things get a little bit off on that map. Is it something you feel personally is like a you thing, or is it a team thing? What's going wrong with rewind?
I just think it's a team thing for sure. For example, like yesterday against Toronto, I think we played the map pretty good. I mean, today, like Kenny just didn't die down time map, so that was pretty hard. I'm not gonna I think we're good. Even on this map, like if tomorrow we're gonna play it, I'm gonna be still confident on it, no matter what.
Okay.
Abuza, as this is the last online match, not only for you guys, but overall, I kind of want to ask you because as you know, Vancouver Surge is the biggest I think story so far this season. You know, adding in Neptune, and you guys start contending for championships. Where do you feel your confidence is right now, heading into DreamHack, having to made it to 2 finals and falling a little bit short, you know, and that control being that pain point? Where, speak to the fans, speak to us, you know, where confidence lies for Vancouver Surge right now, heading into the tail end of the year.
I mean, of course, like with the team, like we know we can win the tournament for sure. We just didn't play that good, like in grand final both times, but we get better every time. Our control's getting better, so we're gonna try our best to get the W for sure.
If you guys do win Major 4, who do you think gets to keep the trophy?
Probably me. Like, I want this one so bad.
I love it. I love it.
He said me. I'm keeping that bitch.
Yesterday, when Team Envious
He said,
won their
"Fuck the
very
rest of my
first
team."
trophy over in London, Merck did not let Hastro have it.
He said, "I've been here the longest. I get it."
For the team, I'm keeping it. I can't wait for that moment for you, Abuza.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck, bro.
Thank you.
That's Abuza.
Rainbow Ray's gonna go bowling with the trophy, I heard.
And done for the online stage of the 2025 season from here on.
Where's the bracket, man?
Majors and of course COD champs. Let's take a look though at the start of the day because Boston came in with
No one cares about the start of the day. Give us the bracket, man. Give us the bracket.
6 map wins.
Yeah, I think they needed something positive heading into the major. It's been their worst qualifier. They've been so consistent online, just not really been the case here. But come in, make sure no surprises at LAG, get a solid win.
9 seeded.
I mean, for Boston, I mean, of course, going up against LA Gorilla Mates, but I will say, like, they were playing well. They got a win versus Optic Texas. I mean, not a team take lightly. This was a situation
No, 4
where
came in
Boston
mid-season,
could have been
Skylar.
slipping, right? And the slope could have just gotten steeper from there, but they didn't. They stopped the roll, and now you have Awakening. I mean,
Is
we
it
saw
a
Giga
nameless
today.
problem? I was thinking Giga never does this when Ant's watching and putting the pressure on him.
We should have interviewed him and asked him about it. Then, like, this
Giga
Ant
was dodging
some
my
extra
questions
pressure.
this time, but when Nameless is back, we're gonna get him on
Rockets out.
100%. Congratulations,
Who posted it?
Boston taking down LA.
CDL intel?
CDL
Their
intel.
dreams of a winner's bracket.
Brackets out, chat. Brackets out. Here we go. Heretics versus ROKKR. Thieves versus Surge. FaZe versus C9. Optic versus Ultra. Wait. That's not right.
Yes, it is.
Is that not different than what we were just thinking, though?
That's literally what you just said.
No, but is that not different than what Money Hill Stats had?
No.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm faded.
You are.
That's the bracket. Okay, so. So, I mean,
How do I do this?
loser of Optic Ultra plays Ravens. Ooh.
You have to drop 6 strokes.
Hey, okay, so LAT and Optic winners finals. What do we think? LAT versus Optic winners finals. What do we think?
Sure. HDMI one.
Chat, what do we think about the bracket, bro? Who do you think's got the easy side? Who do you think's got the run? Loser of Thieves Surge plays Falcons. That's not a bad draw for either of those teams. Who goes down to losers? FaZe for easy, you think? FaZe past the probably. I mean, I guess they could play Optic, but could potentially play Ultra in round 2. That's not easy. Optic or Ultra is probably playing FaZe round 2. And then Thieves or Surge is playing Miami round 2, most likely?
No, hit it again. And then press the sick button. Any button on the sick.
So, let's see. So, most likely outcomes, based on what we've seen. ROKKR is going to drop to play Breach in losers round 1. Thieves versus Surge. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll say Thieves are probably the favorite in that one because they just beat them in a grand final. So, Surge would play Falcons. C9 would drop to play LAG. And then I don't know who's the favorite in the last match. Optic just 3-0'd Ultra, but Ultra obviously has been better on LAN. But either way, one of them plays Ravens. Oh man. Is that the first time this year C9 and ROKKR make winners bracket? And the first time Boston Ravens don't make it?
We just watched C9 beat Toronto winners round 1.
You're right. They did at the last major. Think FaZe went against C9 this time? They better, bro. I mean, they just lost to him online 3-1, so I guess it's not out of the question that C9 could win, but I would back FaZe. Think we can get a Miami versus Optic winners finals? Anything's possible, brother, but that sounds unlikely. Right? That sounds pretty unlikely. Optic to get through Toronto and then FaZe, most likely. And Miami to get through ROKKR and then Thieves or Surge to play each other would be kind of nuts.
So there's the schedule, Jake.
I got LAT not losing a single map.
There's the schedule.
Where? Is it on
They have
stream?
it on the main broadcast right now. Winners round 1
Wait,
takes off at 12:30 Central. The first match of the tournament LAT Surge.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, shit.
Immediately followed by Optic Ultra.
Wow, so LAT Surge on main broadcast, main stage, and ROKKR Heretics will be on the B stage, B broadcast to start the day.
Wow.
At 12:30 Central.
Elim round 1
Wow, FaZe is on the B
Elim round. Oh my god.
Damn, they got the Major 1 and Major 2 champions on the B stage. Ah, dude, no one fucks with FaZe, even the league.
Dude, Elim 1 and one half of Elim round 2 are on Friday. That's crazy. Oh my god, dude. Fucking 5 teams don't even make Saturday. That's crazy.
Yep, 5 teams go home first day of the event. What time do doors open? That's a great question. I don't know because it's DreamHack, and that's probably not. It's not like the normal CDL schedule, I'd imagine. Why are they doing 2 broadcasts? It's only 3 days, this event. I know, Corey. That's the worst part about there being 2 things on is like, what do you pick to watch? So being there is not bad.
Yeah, 2 more. Messi's doing a generational run. He wins to open right after this.
Wow. Okay, so
he got 6. Yeah, 6. He has 5 shows.
What's it called?
What would happen if he actually gave up 6? Does he go into a playoff with 3 people? Yeah, please.
So loser of Thieves Surge will play Vegas on the Bravo stream later in the day, and then loser of Optic Ultra will play Ravens on the Bravo stream later in the day. That's actually a pretty fair way they did it. The first 2 matches, the losers go to Bravo stream the second time, and then the first 2 matches on Bravo, the winners or the losers of that will play on the Alpha stream the second time. So everyone gets their shot on the A stream, at least, or on the main stage once. So nobody doesn't get a chance on the main stage. That's at least a fair way to do it. But YouTube channel, the second broadcast be on? I think they'll both be on the same channel. I think they can have an A stream and a B stream run from the same channel.
Wow, dude.
Unless you're Miami and FaZe. Well, yeah, I mean, but they'll play on the main broadcast the next day.
So how does the venue setup work for A and B streams?
What do you mean?
Are we going to be able to watch the both at the same time?
If you turn. Have you seen the map?
I mean, yes, but I don't remember what it looks like.
Yeah, so the seats are in front of obviously the main stage where you're watching that, but if you turn to your left and look back a bit, I think you'll be able to see the B stage. I don't know where the screens will be in terms of the B stage, but I'd imagine if you just turned, you might be able to see, but it might be hard if you're all the way up in the front or something. Wow, okay. So I mean, schedule-wise, the first match of the day on the main broadcast, main stage being Thieves Surge, considering this is the same thing that happened at the last event. The winners round 1 was a repeat of who played in the grand finals of the previous event. Because we had FaZe versus Surge.
What was the first series of Major 2? I don't remember.
I don't remember either, if I'm being honest. I don't think it was a super banger, though. Wow. So 9 matches of Call of Duty on Friday of this coming week. Holy shit. This is, for anyone that didn't watch back in the day, before the CDL, you're going to get a little bit of a taste of what it was like when there was actually a lot going on at once. I think get 7 or 6 seed if they win. If they win the event, yeah. Or are you talking about if they just win their first match? They win the event.
They win their first match if they can get 7 seed.
Optic can get up to 275 points if they win the event, which would right now would put them as the 5 seed. Optic's absolute peak for champs is the 5 seed, and that is if they win the event, and that's also if Breach, Ravens, and Heretics don't get any points to get beyond that threshold.
GG. You have 6 points. 7 actually.
You sink it. Just make it first shot. He's so cool.
If Optic win round 1 and Boston go out T12, Optic will get the 7 seed.
No,
And Boston will fall to 8.
He needs to count.
Most likely Optic peak at 6 or 7.
He needs the.
I mean, yeah, right? It depends. If Ravens and Boston both go out T12, which is very possible, Optic is 25 away from Boston and 45 away from Ravens.
Which is top 4, right?
45 is top 4. If they get 4th, they would tie Ravens, I think. If they get 3rd, they would overpass them. And if they tie with Ravens, though, you'd lose the head-to-head, so you wouldn't win that tiebreaker.
Okay.
Yeah, the absolute best Optic can do is 5th place. That is if they win the event, and that is if Miami... The Optic would have to win, and Miami would have to not get 4th. If Miami got T6 or worse and Optic won the event, Optic would be the 5 seed, technically, at Champs. But obviously, that's really difficult for both of those things to happen. Hey, peace out, Skylar. Ooh, it's going to be fun, man. Chat, again, if you guys don't already know, tomorrow on the channel, live around the CDL, 9:30 Eastern, we're going to be doing our predictions, as well as bringing people from chat on through Discord onto the show to give us your predictions for the event. But that is going to be members only. So if you're a member on the channel, you don't know what a member is, if your name is green in chat and you got a little wolf icon, doesn't matter what color the wolf is, you'll be able to come on Discord. We'll try to get as many people on as we can. We might not be able to get everyone if there's a lot of you. And you guys will give us your predictions for the major. But it's going to be fun. First time we've ever had people come on.
I hope that goes well. I hope people aren't morons.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will be like I said, it's members only. Most of the people in here that are members are regulars. I don't think, I mean, they might troll us a little bit, say some stupid shit, but like, I don't think anyone's going to come on and like go rogue to the point where we have to like kick them from the call.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So you're coming in Thursday night?
Yeah. Thursday night we'll go to the hotel.
All right. We'll have to text this week about what plans are.
Yeah, we definitely got to figure out.
We have to figure out how we're doing the thing that we want to try to do.
Yes, we got to figure out the deets of everything. So we probably should like see if there's I mean, unless we just do it tomorrow night after the podcast when we're all already on to just yap, but it could be late. So tomorrow might be a longer show if we got to do 3 of our brackets, and then we're also going to bring callers on to yap.
Holy fuck. Dude.
How do you become a member? I think you got to click the join button, or you got to click like the little money icon next to the chat button. I don't know how it works on mobile versus PC.
Well, I know he's 505.
Dude, I want to know what happened wrong. He was literally 800 today, and he's like -2 right now. Bang. Nope. Right. Yeah, go tap it in so we can watch his glory.
Wow, I cannot believe Thieves play Surge and Optic play Ultra.
Dude, Optic Ultra round 1's brutal. That's brutal, man.
Send you a members only video? What do you mean, Coda? Like you want the link to it? If you're not a member, you won't be able to watch it. Hence the members only. There is a link in the description to become a member, I think. I think in the description there's a link that's like become a member or something like that. It's like towards the bottom that you should be able to click and it brings you right to the membership thing, I believe. But all right, I think that's about gonna do it, man. I'm gonna go eat dinner.
All right, man. I will talk to you later. I'm gonna watch Scotty win the PGA here real quick.
Bye, Jakey.
See you
As well. All right, chat. That's going to do it. Like I said, tomorrow around the CDL, predictions. People coming on. You guys coming on the show to give us your predictions. So if you want to do that, make sure to stay tuned. 9:30 Eastern tomorrow. Hey, Coda with the membership, my guy. Let's go. Definitely looking forward to having you guys come on and actually like talk to us tomorrow during the show. I think it's going to be fun. Well, obviously, you won't be on for like a long-ass time. It'll probably be a few minutes, 3 to 4 minutes per person, just so we can get through a bunch of people. But have your predictions ready, man. Think about who you think's going to win, who you think's going to be a dark horse, who you think's going to flop. Have all your predictions ready for tomorrow night because I'm trying to see what you guys are cooking, man. I'm trying to see what you guys are cooking. But as always, chat, appreciate you guys. Sorry for the power going out earlier. That sucked. We're at like 100 viewers. We lost half of them when the power went out by the time I came back, which is unfortunate, but we're grinding. And also, again, next weekend for the major, I won't be live because I'll be at the event. We'll be filming content there, which will be fun to watch afterwards. So you will have to watch party with someone else. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but I'll be back for champs and EWC, obviously, for the watch parties. And then this week, podcast tomorrow night, potentially Tuesday or Wednesday night. I think I want to go live and try to run 8s again. A, because I want to run more 8s, and B, because I want to see if my computer's going to work, because obviously Friday night, my computer exploded. So I got to start testing to see if what I did fixed it. So Tuesday or Wednesday, stay tuned. Make sure you join the Discord and follow me on Twitter, because I'll probably post it into Discord more than likely, but I might tweet it out as well about when we're going to do the 8s, either Tuesday or Wednesday. Who can we raid? I wish you could raid on YouTube, bro. That'd be sick. We're going to stream on Twitch more in the offseason. I mean, I'll be live on both so people can pick and choose, but I would love to see if we could get a little community going on Twitch as well and then start like raiding some people, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll get a raid one day. Who knows? You know, maybe we'll get a raid one day. That would be pretty crazy. But yeah, chat, as always, I appreciate you guys, man. For real. It's an absolute dream to just be able to stream, talk about COD, make so many friends in the community. So I appreciate you guys. Looking forward to hopefully seeing some of you guys this week at the major. I know there's a bunch of you guys that are going. So if you are going and you see me or you see Preston or you see Alex, come say what's up. I promise we're not going to bite. You know, it's going to be a good time. And if you are sitting VIP, since the seats aren't reserved, like the specific seat numbers per ticket, we're going to try and sit in a group. So if you are going, you have a VIP ticket, find us and come sit with us because we'll be able to all sit together and it'll be a vibe and we're going to go crazy and we're going to bring the hype and we're going to, you know, have a good ass time. So I appreciate you guys for real, man. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow night. And tomorrow, updated power rankings / tier list for the major on the channel. So stay tuned. Turn noties on. Cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? Turn noties on. Still getting drinks. Dude, Gabe, I'm down. Like I said, I don't drink, but Trav, aka T Lily, asked if we want to go get drinks one of the nights. So we should be able to, hopefully one of them. And then if other people want to tag along, I mean, fuck it. Why not, right? We're all homies. That's all it is at the end of the day. We're all homies. Trying to hang out, watch some COD, have a good time. So, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon, man. Stay tuned for more. And thank you guys as always. Have a good rest of your night.